Yo! Oh, what is good? Oh, the condensation's built up and fucking soaking. What's good, guys? I put the siren down. I put it down. I turned the volume down. Finally. What's good? What's good, Terry, Ronald, Colton, Merlin, Janice, Dan. Hello, everyone. How are we all doing? Gabriella. Hello. Yeah, I bet that caught you off guard. Bet you thought it was going to fucking rape your ears again. But we're back. We're back. We want the siren. My neighbours, thank you. Hi, Charlie. Ronald. It's Friday. It is Friday. Hello, everyone. It's Friday. We've had a good week so far. Looking to end it strong. What's good, Pietro, Dustin? We are looking at a trade right now, which we could potentially take. I think if we do take it, it will play out very, very nicely. But we'll have to see how it goes, right? We'll have to see how it goes. We want to see a fair value gap form. There's this one here, but we want to see one form a little bit further down instead, right? Like down here. Before we get started, like of the motherfucking stream. I've turned ads off completely, right? Ads are completely off now. Like I literally make like £3 per stream, right? We got a YouTube video out today at some point, but ads are off, right? Ads are off. They're off for this one's ineligible for some reason, but they're all off now. From now on, they're all going to be off. Okay, all the live streams will have no ads at all ever again. Okay, completely off. So if you see any ads, it's because YouTube have put them on, not me. Like it will always be off now, right? Always will be off. So yeah, that's happened as well. You might have noticed that when you clicked on the stream that it didn't show you any ads because I've turned it off. Now we are bullish on GJ at the moment because we've tapped into I think we tapped into a daily fair value gap. We're respecting a daily fair value gap, to be fair. So I guess you could argue that we are bearish on the daily. We're tapping into a 4-hour imbalance, which is the middle one, which is all right. So what we should be looking for right now is buys, right? All we need to see is price form an IFVG. Hopefully we can get like a fair value gap form right here. This would be perfect. If we treat this as the expansion candle, right? We push down a little bit further on this candle. Then the next candle we chill. We'll then have a fair value gap. Then we inverse it. Then we take our entry. Something like this, right? Easy, simple, 2R, right? That's the plan. Make your money. I only make like £3 on a fucking stream. Literally, like, look, I make like £3 a stream. The video I've made the most money on at the moment is this one. I can show you. £82. It's not even that much, right? At once it is, but on the live streams, like, you know, like let's look at this one. This one made me £3.75, right? This one made me £4.73. Like, it's not that much. I did use it to like reinvest itself back into the stream, like back into the streams and thumbnails and stuff. But I don't make money from it. Hey Barry. So we turned it off. I thought, why not? We'll turn it off because, you know, we're also starting the YouTube business, right? So this is going to be up now. After the stream at 5 p.m. today, we'll have a YouTube video out. If you've been struggling with... This is the only setup I use to print payouts, and it works on every market. So that's going to be out at 5. But yeah, I don't make that much from YouTube. I use it to reinvest itself. I use most of this money to reinvest itself. But You guys want ads off, so we turn them off. Right, so hopefully this is going to close like this, and this will be the expansion candle, right? Why does it look like it's around something? Because it is. It is. It's a hostage situation. This is the expansion candle now, so if this 5 minute chills out a little bit, we can then obviously do our thing, right? Wait for an IFEG, and boom. So we form a fair value gap here, we inverse it in one candle, we take that trade, then we catch a nice little dub to the other side of the accumulation, right? And for the beginner people, I'm going to mark this out so it's a little bit easier to understand. We've got an accumulation right here. We've got an accumulation right here. We then push down with the manipulation. And I used to mark it out like this every single day, but I got a bit lazy. So it'll be like this, right? The manipulation. If we form a fair value gap here, we then wait for it to inverse, and then hopefully we can catch the distribution move to the other side of the range, at least, right? And it may go higher, it may go like up to here. Yo. So yeah, like up the stream, guys. No ads. Like up the motherfucking stream, right? We're going to take this trade. We're going to catch a dub. This is our best bet at the moment. This is the one trade I want to take today. If this doesn't play out, if this doesn't play out, like we don't get the entry, we're going to just leave it there, right? Has to at least go to a 15-minute fair value gap. Yeah, that sounds pretty nice, to be fair. I'm buying on gold. Can you please tell me TP, please? 3269. Right, so this candle's chilled out. If we get the next candle inversing this, that's going to be beautiful. Looked like you were about to ask me, have I been missold car finance at the start of that video. Ah, fuck's sake. At least there's a video out, right? At least there's a video out. What more do you want? What more do you want? Right, so looks like we're locking this one in. This fair value gap here. All we need to do now is inverse it in like one candle with a nice displacement. That's the best case scenario here. Right. So now we have a fair value gap. If we inverse it, we want to see something like this, right? We want to see something like this. We could just do that. We could really just do that. Pretty straightforward, right? And we can just take partials here as well. It does not get easier than that. It really does not get easier than that. We'd take partials here, move to break even, and let the rest run up here. And that would give us a nice 1.5% gain, roughly, I think, right? 1.4% gain from this kind of trade, which is beautiful. Hello, Sabengish. Looks like we might be trying to just continue down here. But this is what we want to see. If we invest this fair value gap, we've got a high probability reason to go up, right? You know, 4 hour bullish. Fair value gap, 1 hour bullish as well. A bunch of shit. How many candles would you wait on the 5-minute max? Like 8 to 9. It kind of more depends on how we inverse it. But it's always, the quicker we do it, the better. Best case would be this candle, right? This best case would be this candle, but it looks like we might be just not doing that. We could get like a similar story on GU, but like in the opposite direction. You see that? Why did you buy gold, Habib? I'd like to know the reasoning for that. Right, still going strong, still kind of just messing around here. We still need to mitigate it, so when we do test it, we should continue up. Oh yeah, it looks quite similar, to be fair. We'll set an alert on this one as well. Wait, that's not an alert. Morning, Marcus. How's it going? Right. We're still holding out. You know, we've got a few more candles to go before it starts to get a bit dodgy, right? Looks like we're not going to do it on this candle, though, unfortunately. Do Fast Track members get access to the psychology lecture from yesterday? Yeah, so with that thing, it'll be uploaded in about a month. But what I'm doing for the time being is I'm getting the transcription of it and just going to give you guys notes, like summaries and notes from it, right? GU? Nah. Oh, that's so heavy. Right. So we have a 5 minute with no bottom wick here. Good thing we're not in a trade. If we push up, we can look to win, like, you know, if we push up and inverse this, we can look to kind of, you know, take that if it closes, right? Cause so lecture, big things coming, man, for real. Oh, see, right? Do you see? I think I said this yesterday. I said about that wick thing yesterday, didn't I? See what I'm saying? Do you see my point there? We just melted straight down. Also, a lot of people would call this a Marubozu candle, right? Like if we search up, what is a Marubozu candle? Candlestick pattern characterized by a long body with minimal or no wicks. This indicates strong price movement within a trading period, suggesting either strong buying or selling pressure, right? It shows strong pressure, right? Strong buying pressure just before this melt to the downside. Doesn't work. The wick trick. You say it every day, lol. I know, I say it every day. Not many people know about it. Apart from people who watch this stream. Right. Okay. A lot of rejection here. All we need is that inversion, and we can take our entry. Stops below here, though, unfortunately, which makes the risk to reward ratio a little bit lower. What we don't want to do is validate this 15. That kind of messes everything up. But there's a lot of like resistance, you know, like support here. Beat me to it. Alright, 20 seconds left. Do you remember how this candle started? You know, you watched how this has played out. We pushed straight up, we looked extremely bullish. And I was like, nah, we haven't got a bottom wick. Boom, we made the bottom wick, right? Very indecisive candle. Hopefully the next one can be a displacement to then inverse the fair value gap for us to then take that trade. Right, look. 5 minute, no bottom wick. No bottom wick on the 5, ready? See? What if you make the hour fair value up in IFVG? This, I don't think this could be much more than a technical close. But either way, it wouldn't matter because it was so far ago. It's like so long ago. Right, so we have a bottom wick on this 5 minute. So if we do decide to continue up, we have a bit more of a sustainable kind of move. We have a sustainable reason to move up, right? It's not just volatility or just an impulsive move, right? Could prob scalp some 5 min candles using the wick trick? Yeah, we could if spread wasn't a thing. On futures, we probably could. Probably could on futures. But there's probably some apex rule that stops you from doing that shit. Somewhere, I'm sure. In the Holy Grail. Right. Getting further and further away from this, slowly just invalidating it. AUD USD. Let's tapped into that. We're gonna wait on GJ. We're gonna stay patient. We're staying patient, right? Let's go, Alan. How's it going? Another indecisive candle. Good sign for us. Good sign for us, especially after you see a big push down here like this, right? It's a good sign for us. So we could take this. Ugh. Ugh. Let's see what the next candle brings. Right, okay. Okay, that's a good end, right? That's a good end. Very indecisive. Let's see what the next 5 minute gives. I think we've got a valid 15 there, though. That's the only issue now. So we're gonna have to wait for this to inverse, right? We're gonna have to wait for that to inverse. So we're gonna have to wait at least 15 minutes for this. Unfortunately. Oh, what? Wish there was like a game you could play on TradingView. It's fucking boring watching this all day. The Elliott triple combo wave? What the fuck? Ah, yes. This tells me, according to my calculations, I think we should go up. Because we've gone from the W to the X, right? Then to the Y to the X. So we need to go to the Z to the X, which should be up here. Boom. We've solved it, guys. We've solved it. What else is there? The sine line? What the fuck is this? The sine line? Let me just... The sine line? What the fuck is the sine line? The sine... Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, this is quite a profitable tool, to be fair. Fuck IFVGs. Fuck AMD. If we inverse the sine line, we're going to enter this trade, guys, okay? Not only that, but also the time cycles. If we manage to expand through the circumference of the time cycles, then we could probably mitigate the 15-minute fair value gap imbalance, right? And then target the highs. But the thing is, the highs are also the cyclic lines, right? See this cyclic lines? It's also a horizontal cyclic line. So if we inverse the sine line, mitigate the circumference of the cyclic time circles, we can then target this line over here and mitigate the 15-minute fair value gap. This is some shit, right? If you want to learn how to trade this, just click the link in the description and it'll only cost you $10,000. Just get the magnet out. Wait there a sec. I'm gonna put you guys on. Hey, Mike. Right, so look at this. So if you take this from the high all the way to the low, right? So look at this. If we mitigate through the sine line and inverse the sine line, which is right here, right? You see that? If we inverse the sine line, then mitigate the circumference and the radius of the time cycles, right? We then pair that. We pair that with the double curve, which is this, which allows us to aim for the cyclic lines vertically, the horizontal cyclic lines, right? I don't know, I'm fucking bored, man. Magnet and fricandel. The fricandel. Should we get the fricandel out? Should we whip out my fricandel? Looks so disgusting. I get that quite a lot. A lot of people say that when I whip my fricandel out. What? It just looks like a shit. It just looks like a shit with onions on it. Lay a trillion bricks. I'm a dark matter trader. I've took 1 million trades, 1 trillion trades. Right, we got 10 minutes on the 15. We got to invest this, right? That's enough fucking about now. Let me just make this bigger. Oh, that's too big. I get that a lot as well when I whip my fricandel out. Right, there you go. So that's probably just the same size, isn't it? So we have about 10 minutes left on the 15. If we invest it, we can take that. Geoguess is a shout. I was on the phone. I've come back. What the fuck? 10 minutes left. We got this candle and another 5-minute candle, right, to invest the 15, which is annoying. If we disrespect this 5, we could take it, right, and just close the trade. If we do respect the 15 ultimately. But I'm not going to do that. We're not going to do that today. We're going to take it easy. You're in? Why are you in? I'm not in. What's the 15? Have a technical close. Why are you in, Tenacity? Oh, I'm tired. Right, 5 minutes left. Patience, guys. Patience, right? Gotta wait for patience. You got in because of FOMO? I got a bit of FOMO right now. Not gonna lie. Why didn't you take the 1 minute fair value up? Because I don't trade the 1 minute time frame, buddy. You know, if the one... Right, this is what you need to understand. If you took every single 1 minute IFVG trade, it wouldn't play out more than you would if you took the 5 and the 15. I know that because I've done it, right? So why didn't I take the 1 minute? Is because I trade the 5 and the 15. So if it does end up being, this is the thing, if it does end up being a 5-minute play, a 15-minute play, you could look back on that and go, you could have just entered on the 1 minute. But if it ends up closing back inside here on the 15, then you could go, well, no, we shouldn't have entered on the 1 minute, right? So you just got to pick a time frame and stick with it. If you want to trade the 1 minute, that's fine, and probability will play out for you. But when you keep switching and jumping around, that's when probability doesn't play out, and you start having to, it's all then the mental game, right? But the trade we're in right now, what we could do, right, is just put our stop loss here. Put our stop loss here, but realistically put it here, if that makes sense, right? Like a soft stop loss. If we inverse this, then we could just close the trade, right? So if we give it a bit of wiggle room for that, and just say, like, let's say we risk 1% from like this here, or this, you got 1.8 then, right? So that's what we're going to do. Now, we do need to have a set stop loss, which will be here, because I'm not going to get into a trade without one. Or a little bit further down, I think, maybe. Just worst case scenario. But if we inverse this, then we close the trade there, right? Because if we do that, then we just know we're going to come down to here, the same way we got in the trade. But this is how it's going to play out, okay? So we aim to put our stop losses down here, worst case, right? If we inverse, we close it here. We put this up here. Right? And now we just wait. So most of the time, you look for IPG entries on the 5 and 15, right? Yeah, exactly. Most of the time on the 5. Sometimes, like, very rarely it will be the 1 minute. 99% it is the 5. 99% of the time it's the 5. Are you in the trade? Not yet. Waiting for this close. Once we get the 15 closed, then I'll be taking it. Excuse me, sorry. Right, 2 minutes left on this. Hopefully we don't get a technical close, and then we take the trade, right? I'm ready to click buy the second this candle closes. One minute 35. Like up the stream if you're taking this trade, guys. Like up the motherfucking stream if you're taking this trade. The YouTube business. Subscribe if you haven't already. We're live every single day trading completely for free. Like up the motherfucking stream if you're taking this trade, guys. Would you target high at 192346? Yeah, you could. You could, I guess. I'm gonna have to just adjust my lots. Right, I got in a little bit early there because I thought it was going to shoot up, right? I didn't want it to have to like, you know. So I figured if it pushed back down, I'd close the trade. But I got in there just before the close. We are in this now. We are in this bish. And better yet, what we can do is use this as the area to manage the trade. So we're going to set our stops formally just below here, right? Which is less than 1% already. Right? If we inverse this, we close the trade. Now, targets. I already set those before I entered the trade. That's a full TP. This is where we manage the trade. And let's journal this bish. Excuse me. So if we inverse this, we get out the trade. So, you know, it'll be about 0.4. Worst case, about 0.4. So we're good. Let's let this do its thing. Gonna go to the 15 here. We're chilling. We are chilling. Oh, shit. So, right now it's like 1.8. So when we tap into here, we will take the partials. It's pretty hard to, but we will take partials here, and then we'll just move to break even, and then let the rest do its thing, right? Excuse me. Sorry. Well, we are in this bish. If we invest that on the 5, we close the trade with a 0.4% loss. Worst case now, okay? We're good. We still need to come up here, definitely. Okay? So we are literally chilling the fuck out right now. We're chilling. Chillest and the illest. For real. Now USD JPY is pushing up. Beautiful. So which one are you taking, Dan? Oh, fuck it out. Which one are you in, Dan? Are you in this one? Or are you in this one? Need to put my Apple Watch on charge. I haven't used this in weeks. Has anyone else got one of these? Right. I bought it. Never fucking use it. I wore it like for a few weeks and I was like, nah, this is just gay. Right? It closed the trade. Oh man. Oh yeah. I got these blue light blockers a few years ago, but they're way too small for me, right? Look at this. Like I'm wearing a disguise. Yeah, you know what I mean? I like I'm wearing a disguise. And they don't fucking work. They're like the cheap blue light blockers from like a few years ago. I found them. I bought them a few years ago when I was on like self-improvement and shit. And just fucking never wore them. What do I look like? I look like I'm wearing a disguise. You know what I'm saying? They're fucking dirty and cheap as shit. Get some proper ones. I might get some proper ones like that fit me. You have those too? Yeah, they're getting a bit more trendy or whatever, you know. See them a bit more on people. Yeah, I've never really noticed my eyes getting too strained, but like the other day and like today's or not today, yesterday, sorry. Like I just I was looking at my eyes and they were like bright red because I'd been on the screens all day and like all night. You know, just like sitting here and on my phone and that. And I was like, that's not healthy, you know what I mean? Oh, it's great doing work, but I need to fucking leave the house at some point, right? Taking its time here. Needs to come at least to this high. At least. Definitely here. So when we take this, we take partials and move straight to break even. We do our thing. Being on the doobs. Yeah. On the doob skis. Yeah. Like here. Break even and partials. Very indecisive here. That's fucking awful. How? You must be getting in like up here. That's crazy. Wow, we are pushing. Stops are far lower. Oh. We are pushing down. Doing our thing. 1 minute. Chilling. Trump said no inflation. Hey Josh, how did you get bullish bias? This. And also the 4 hour doesn't really have much of a top wick, but more importantly this. Oh man, if we keep doing this, we're gonna have to close the trade. So, Blake, for the trade that you took, like with this setup that you seen, did you think this was against your bias? Right. Okay. At least, fucking hell, we are chill. Like we are literally not doing anything. We're just chilling back and forth here. Retracement's normal. You know, hopefully we can respect this and just bounce up off of it. That's my goal. If we close below, we're gonna have to close the trade at round 0.3. My time frames is bullish. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, it still should. From a 15-minute fair value up. Oh shit! It should still fall. Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense. Might hold the trade then. We're gonna hold the trade. If we invest this, we're holding the trade because we form a 15-minute one, which should protect us a bit. Right. Okay, that's a good sign, at least. Nice. We're chilling. We're chilling. Just a little, not in like a. I don't see anything bad either. Just a little retracement here. You know. Nice. Right. Sorry, got a bit distracted there. I hate watching these trades, man. I just hate watching trades. It's just awful. It's just bad for psychology. Bad for psychology. This is not good practice for what you'd want to be doing, right? Right. Now what we want to see is price show us that we finished retracing now. It's like, okay, I've had a little breather. I'm back in the game. So we want this candle to push up. We want it to push up. This needs to push up here. We don't want to end up in a consolidation like that indecisiveness that we usually end up in the past week or so. Set alerts and get on GeoGuessr. That's a shout. Let's do that. Let's do that. Give me 1 sec. I'm going to hop on GeoGuessr in a sec, guys, right? Something to do. In just a sec. Oh wow, we're pushing fucking high as fuck. We took that high out now. We're going to put stops hard here, like they weren't hard there before, I think. I'm not 100% sure. Now they are. We took this high out, that's the thing, you see. Put stops below this low. So we lose about, what, 0.5 worst case. Right. Then we take half here, move to break even, and then do our thing and hop on GeoGuessr, I think. Let's see how this goes. Let's see if we can get a bit more of a push into that 15-minute fair value gap here. Secure a nice little dub to end the week. Come on. You want to see that push. Keep pushing. Running out of steam. Keep going. Come on. Come on, GJ. Keep going. Running out of steam a bit here. Five-minute, no top wick. Ready? Look. Ready, watch. 5 minute, no top wick. You seeing that? Five-minute, no top wick. It's going to come up and make that. Right? See? See? Told you. You could scalp. You could actually scalp this shit, to be fair. It still barely got one, so we might even flip again, but may need some more likes. Yeah, that's facts. Like up the stream, guys. Running out of steam a bit here. See, still kind of consolidating. If this could close a bit stronger, like up here, maybe a bit more confidence in that, but it's still just kind of consolidating here. Quite indecisive here. We got a bit of, you know, a push off of it here, but not much. Still barely got a top wick. We got a bit from it at the start, like here we got a bit up here, retraced, pushed up, just melted straight back down. Excuse me. Right, let's see how this goes. Just lack urgency, man. Really. If this candle's a strong push up, we're gonna hold. If not, we're just gonna close the trade, to be honest with you. Okay, it's Friday. I'm pretty happy closing this at like break even or something, unless this is a strong push up. This candle needs to be a strong push up, or we are closing the trade. All right. By strong push up, I mean like up here. We need to be up here at the close of this, like something pretty consistent, or we're gonna just close the trade, right? Stop pushing up when we entered. Yeah. Yeah, this is just a bit of pullback. Yeah. Let's see what this candle gives us, right? I want to see a push up off this candle because I don't want to be, because then if it starts chilling again, then it's more of just a consolidation, which I'm not interested in at all, right? I want to see a stronger push up. Something a bit more positive, right? Awkward, man. See, just nothing. Just a whole load of nothing. There's also a 1 minute fair value gap right here. So if this candle's bearish, we're going to close the trade. We want to push up like this. See how that has no bottom wick? There you go. There's a finished saying that it flipped. Right, we're going to close the trade here. Small profits, but it's basically just break even. What does the 5 look like? I mean, to be fair, the 5's pretty chill. Let's see what the next 1 minute candle looks like, because I don't want to sit in a consolidation, right? Let's see if this has a bit of consistency behind it. If we can actually continue up off of this, right? Like actually follow through with a bullish candle here and have 2 again back to back and close like up here somewhere, then it stops looking like a consolidation and starts to look a little bit more like a slow and gradual move up, which I'm pretty happy with, right? Even though it's technically still a consolidation, but it's better than fully sideways, right? Okay. All right. Nice. So we should now at least come up to this high right here. No, Are you mess? Oh, come on. What the fuck is this? Look at the state of that. A lot of rejection there. A lot of rejection. Wow. Okay. Maybe now. Push up. No? Okay. Just gonna go back down. It's so volatile, man. Well, not even volatile, it's just indecisive. To be honest, it's more than... Right, see this, right? 1 minute, no top wick. The 1 minute plays out a little bit less with these wicks and stuff. It doesn't really work as well on the 1 minute. Wow. If we flip off this, if we flip off this, it's gonna be crazy. What was that? Look at the state of that. It's so indecisive. One minute no bottom wick here as well, so we might flip. We did tap into a 1 minute fair value gap though. That was nice. What the fuck is this? Let's see if we can get a higher high off this. Nope. Oh, that was a good open. That was a nice open. Let's see if we can hold that. It's a new 5 minute, so probably not. So that was pretty indecisive 5 minute. Oh wow. Oh wow. We just took the 1 minute highs there. Let's see if we can get this. Let's see if we can get this. 0.6, I think this would have been. 0.7. Actually, was it 0.8? The whole thing was 1.841. Okay, so yeah, it's about 0.6, 0.7. So we get about 0.35, 0.4 maybe from this. if we do manage to tap up to there. Okay, we've held on to that now as well. That's nice. That's a good sign. Let's see if we can tap up into here. We close half the trade if we do that. Okay, nice. Oh no, we've reversed a lot. We just melted straight back down. But now what we can do though is use this as a reference point. If we even end up validating that. You're out? Yeah, fair play. If this goes down to break even, I'm going to close the trade there. One minute, no top wick. No top wick, should come up, right? There we go. This is ridiculous. Equal lows there as well. Probably got to come and take that here. Definitely need to get the magnet out. Yeah, that makes sense, Louis. Okay, it's going down. You can see it. Wow, this is fluctuating heavily. It's literally just bouncing around. What the fuck is this? Gap up and no bottom wick on the 1 minute. That's ugly. It is still in an uptrend, technically. Yeah, it would be. It would be, to be fair. There you go. So you see how we knew we had to kind of flip there to like do that. Like, what would that even be? It's about half. Like the original risk to water was about half, wasn't it? So we get 0.2. If we close the whole thing up there. This is awful. Oh. Oh, no. Nope. Right back down. Oh, man. Remember in like that psychology stream we did yesterday, guys, for the people in the course? It's like that fucking graph. Oh my goodness. Let's see the 5. Yeah, so look how indecisive that is, right? If we start tapping break even here, I'm gonna get out. But I think we should come up to this 15 at least, right? We need to. We're gonna. Oh my goodness. Right, I'm out. Fucking break even, man. Like, I would get it if I was wrong. Like, if I was wrong, I'd be like, all right, great. You know, I'm wrong. That's probability. I'm wrong. You know. But fucking hell. Just sideways and sideways and sideways. It's just ass cheeks. I like how I got out, though, just before that shit happened. Very happy with that. Fucking hell. Ugh. Fucking hell. Right. I'm out this now. I'm out this bitch. Out this beer. This bish. So, now that's out the way. 2 things. Enjoy your weekend. And like up the stream. Right? Like up the stream. Enjoy your weekend. Make sure you're journaling all the trades you've took. Maybe on like Saturday or Sunday, review your journal. See what could be improved. Right? But other than that, all I would say is have a good weekend and like up the stream. Pretty rough trade, pretty choppy the whole time. You got to know when it's choppy, right? So I closed break even just before we melted straight down. Now it looks like we might be trying to push back up a bit, but I'm more than happy to be out of this trade now. Like, I would get it if I was wrong. Like, there's being wrong, and then there's being right, and then there's neither, right? I would rather just be wrong than do this the whole time. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather just be wrong. But yeah, either way, we'll see how it like officially plays out when it goes to something, right? Eventually, hopefully, we'll see how it plays out. It's starting to push up now a bit, but you know, it's literally back to where I closed at break even. But other than that, that's it, guys. Like up the stream. You know, it's been a good week, but it's been a rough week, but a good week, kind of still. Like up the stream. I'll see you all in Monday's stream. Have a good weekend. Enjoy the sun, if we get any, for the rest of the week. And yeah, I'll see you all on Monday. Or Tuesday. Bank holiday Monday, so no stream on Monday. So I'll see you all on Tuesday. Like up the motherfucking stream. See you all next week. Thanks for your time, guys. Have a lovely rest of your day.